Hello students! This lesson is a continuation of our hydrocarbon series, and specifically for today, we will be discussing about how to name simple hydrocarbons. So stay tuned till the end of this lesson as I'll be revealing after the answer to this pretest in naming these following hydrocarbons. So, based on your prior knowledge, can you name these following hydrocarbons? In naming our hydrocarbons, we have to follow two simple steps, and this will be the prefix plus the suffix. Now, the prefix of our hydrocarbons are mainly dependent on the number of carbon atoms that is contained in a specific hydrocarbon molecule. And in order to do this, we also have to take note or familiarize ourselves with the following Greek prefixes as we will be using them along the way. And these are the following: the meth, the eth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct, non, and dec, and so on and so forth. So, just for example, I have here a molecule of C6H12. As we can see, this molecule has 6 carbon atoms, so we will be assigning it with the prefix of hex. So if ever we'll have 2 carbon atoms, then that will be assigned with the prefix of eth. Now, we already have our prefix. It's now time to find our suffix. And in order to do this, we have to do this first crucial step. It is to identify the classification of hydrocarbon in order to get the suffix. And in order to do this, we have to use these following formulas to identify if it's whether an alkane, alkene, and alkyne. So, wherein these formulas, the letter N is represented by the number of carbon atoms in a hydrocarbon. And the alkane molecule contains the suffix of ane, alkene, it contains in, and alkyne contains ein. So, referring to our previous example of C6H12, so if we'll use the formula for alkene, that is CnH2n, wherein N is the number of carbon atoms, then we can identify that this specific hydrocarbon is an alkene. So we will assign this with the suffix of in together with its prefix hex. So hex plus in. So this specific hydrocarbon is called hexene. So that's it. That's just how you name them. You have to find its prefix based on the number of carbon atoms and identify if it's whether an alkane, alkene, or alkyne. Thank you for staying towards the end of this lesson. I'll now reveal the answer to our pretest earlier. And you got it correct. The first item is a propane, since it has 3 carbon atoms. The second is a pentene, since it's an alkene with 5 carbon atoms. And the last item is a heptine, since it has 7 carbon atoms, and that is a specific type of hydrocarbon of alkyne. Alright, so thank you for listening for today's lesson, and I have another gift for you. I have put down in the description down below the presentation that I've used in this discussion for you to study at home and study naming of hydrocarbons at your own pace. Alright everyone, thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.